A girl, during a blind date, not only revealed her full-sleeve tattoos but also lied, claiming she had a criminal record and had just gotten out of prison. The man was so terrified that he quickly turned and ran away. In reality, the girl was a blind date deterrent specialist, helping her best friend get out of a blind date set up by her family. Impressed by how effectively the girl scared off the date, the friend immediately asked her to help again. The girl was reluctant, believing doing this too often wasn't ideal. However, she suddenly received a message from her father, who needed 2,000 yuan for a new house in their hometown. Her friend overheard and immediately offered to cover the cost if the girl agreed to help with one more blind date. Reluctantly, she agreed. This time, though, the date was with someone unexpected, the CEO of her company. The girl considered backing out, but realized she looked completely different from her usual work attire and was using her friend's name, so she decided to go ahead. After a brief introduction, she noticed the CEO didn't recognize her, which made her feel bolder. She tried all her usual tactics to scare him off, but surprisingly, they piqued his interest. Unlike the typical reaction from his previous dates, who fawned over him once they learned his identity, this girl was completely different. Shocked, she went to use her last trick to escape, thinking she'd succeeded, but everything was still in his view. In fact, the CEO seemed to develop a bit of affection for her. His assistant and driver teased him about his unique taste. The next day, the girl dressed normally for work, only to run into the CEO again. Panicking, she quickly turned to flee, but in her haste, she accidentally dropped a piece of clothing from her bag, which fell right onto his head. Worried he might be angry, she rushed to leave, relieved at her quick getaway until a hand suddenly stopped the elevator doors from closing.